If more than one branch circuit is connected to a feeder, you should pay attention to the size of the feeder conductor and also to the protection against ground fault and short circuit at the feeder. Assuming that we have two 460-volt motors connected to this feeder, one being a 30 horsepower and the other one a 50 horsepower, and that we have already calculated its branch circuit requirements, and now we need to calculate the proper feeder protection and conductor size. According to the code, the feeder conductor shall be capable of handling the sums of all the full load currents in the branches, plus 25% more of the full load current of the largest branch circuit capacity. Therefore, to get the maximum current for the feeder, we would have the 40 amps from the branch of the 30 horsepower motor, plus the 65 amps of the 50 horsepower motor, totaling 105 amps, to which we need to add 25% of 65 amps of the largest branch, or 16.25 more amps. So the total will be 105 plus 16.25, or 121.25 amps capacity. For this amperage, we will need, according to Table 310-16 of the code, a size number 0 TW conductor, which can handle up to 125 amps. To select the proper protection for the feeder, Article 430-62 states, in simple terms, that the protection shall be calculated by using the largest fuse size in the branch circuit and add to this value the full load current of all other branches. In this case, if we're using non-time delay fuses for these motor circuits, their fuses were calculated at 300% their full load current for a Code J motor. The 30 horsepower needs a 120 amp fuse, so we use a 125 amp fuse, and the 50 horsepower will need a 195 amp fuse, so we'll use a 200 amp fuse. Therefore, according to the rule, we have the largest protection, which is the 200 amp fuse value, plus the sum of the other branches' full load current. In this case, the 40 amps for a total of 240 amps. For feeders, there's no exception to go to a higher fuse value if the fuse requirement is not standard. In this case, we are required to use the next lower value, which is a 225 amp fuse.